All right, so today we're talking about the 2021 WeThePeople Versus. I love this bike because it is the only high-end park option for a complete bike. A lot of the park options, park-specific bikes, are complete junk. This one is not. This one is very good, and I'm excited to talk about it. So let's get right into it.
The Dougsterbob mission, growing BMX by making it fun and easy to understand. For some of us, it's an escape. For others, it's a passion. But for all of us, it's a lifestyle. You're gonna love this sport. I'm glad you're letting me teach you everything that I know about it.
Let's talk about what WeThePeople says about the bike, and then I'll just kind of see if they're hyping it up too much or if that's pretty accurate. They say it's an unstoppable skatepark machine. The Versus features geometry borrowed from our Message aftermarket line, allowing it to shred transitions and skateparks unlike anything else. Kind of the same thing, but we added a sealed SALT PLUS Geo rotator setup with dual cables to give the Versus plenty of braking power and performance, Contra pedals, super lightweight Mirage tires, and a Unify combo seat from ECLAT to help round off one of the most pro bikes in our 2021 lineup. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's funny, they mention a seat combo. Like, who cares? For one, who cares about the seat combo? If you're really that specific about a seat when you're buying a complete bike, you're wild. But the reason they did that was to make it seem like there's a lot more aftermarket parts than there really is, because, like, I don't know, that kind of bugs me. Who cares, right? Maybe you care. I'm sorry if you care. The cool thing about this is the gyro. Now, not many bikes, like I said before, park-specific bikes come with a gyro. And for new riders, throwing a gyro on your bike is, for whatever reason, a huge accomplishment and just something that we want to do. I did it with my bikes. Like, I just wanted a gyro just because, so I could learn bar spins. And when I finally learned bar spins, I didn't have brakes at all. But gyros are cool and they're really good for park riding. So this is dope. Now let's talk about how much it costs, because it's pretty expensive. Hold up. If you've watched this far, you probably enjoy what I'm talking about. If you're looking for a bike and you want this to be a lot easier than scouring the internet for hundreds of different reviews and looking at different specs, you can get a free BMX bike recommendation from me. All you have to do is click the link in the description, fill out a form, and then I will send you back a PDF that has 3 bikes that are perfect for you. It's going to take out a lot of the guesswork and it's going to make your life a lot easier while you're shopping for a bike. So make sure that you do that and save yourself some time. Let's get back into the video. The Versus is $684, almost $700. It's a little bit cheaper than the Kink Williams, a little bit more than the Kink Cloud, a little bit more than the Sunday Street Sweeper. So that's kind of where it sits. It only comes in a silver colorway. The lettering is purple. But let's talk about the specs. Now, it weighs 26.74 pounds, which is honestly heavy for a bike like this. I would expect it to be under 25, especially for park specificity. It comes with double wall rims, comes with that gyro that we talked about, full chromoly frame, forks, and bars. That's super solid. The bars are 50 millimeter reach with a front load stem. This is interesting because a lot of bikes right now are switching over to being top load. This one comes with a front load to keep it more park. The front hub comes with female bolts, and it comes with 3 hub guards and 2 pegs. Why? I don't know. It's a mystery, but that's really cool. Other than that, there's nothing really to talk about in the specs. So let's talk about the geometry. The Versus has a 20.65 inch top tube. Not many complete bikes have a top tube this size. It usually goes from 20.5 to 20.75. This is right in the middle of that. So if you're looking at the Dougsterbob size guide and you're unsure which one to get, this one's a good choice because it's smack dab in the middle. The chainstay is 12.75 inches, which is very responsive. It's going to make spins feel easier. Manuals are going to get into easier, but it's going to be harder to control. Overall, it just makes the bike more responsive and more snappy. Now the standover is a very, very, very short 7.75 inch standover, meaning that where the top of the seat tube is to the bottom bracket is only 7.75 inches. Most bikes are 9 inches. This one's 7.75. So that shorter standover height is going to make it harder to pinch the seat for bar spins and toboggans. It's also going to make tail whips a little bit easier because your foot gets out of the way when you kick it. You can get foot jam whips a little easier. And that's really about it for the frame geometry. All right, so let's run through the street score, park score, dirt score, quality score, and style score, then the Dougsterbob score to see how the Versus actually stacks up. First thing I'm seeing here is a 20 out of 40 in the street section. Very impressive for a park specific bike. And it did so good because it has 2 pegs and 3 hub guards, which is more than most complete bikes. The tires are going to grip fine in the street. And it's overall, it's a really strong bike. So you can take it off gaps. You can take it off drops. It's going to work fine for you. But here we go in the park section. This is one of the only bikes to get a 30 out of 30. It has that very, very, very responsive geometry. The tires, the Mirage tires, are lightweight, low rolling resistance, and it comes with a gyro. Like everything you need to ride park, this bike comes with it. And the dirt section is only an 11 out of 30, so it obviously didn't do very good there. This is because the geometry, that responsive geometry, is going to be really hard to control on dirt jumps. Now the quality is 25 out of 40. So it didn't get super high like the Envy or the Battleship, but it got higher than a lot at, a little over 50%. Full chromoly frame, full chromoly forks, full chromoly bars, double wall rims. Overall, those, that's the core foundation of your bike. And this bike hit the mark on all 3. Very strong, very strong. Now the style section is only an 18 out of 30. This is because there's only one color option. Overall, it looks okay, but the silver and purple is kind of bland, and the bike is fully customizable. Now, I just wish that it had some more color options so that more picky riders could choose and get something that they really love. The Dougsterbob score is a 120 out of 200. This is probably like the 3rd or 4th highest WeThePeople bike. Did very good. So some of the potential issues that I see with the WeThePeople Versus are you getting this bike and then deciding that you want to be a dirt rider for whatever reason. If that happens, it's a pretty bad mistake. You can usually alternate bikes to be better for one type of riding or the other. But in this sense, it's going to be really hard to add half an inch to your chainstay and make it better for controlling dirt jumps. This is something that you don't want to get wrong. If you want a park specific bike, solid, but dirt jumps are going to be kind of hard for you. So keep that in mind. The next question is, who is this bike for? The Versus is going to be for a rider who is already riding at the higher end of a beginner, or even a mid-level rider who loves to ride park, wants to progress and learn tricks like whips, bars, 3 whips, down whips, all the whip combos. But I mean, any park trick you can think of, bar to foot jam, Vader jams, it's a very good bike for technical park riding. So yeah, if that sounds like that's you, that's who it's for. All right, now would I recommend this bike? And the answer depends. So if you are a mid-level rider who is infatuated with riding park, that's all you want to do, and you want a high-level bike to be able to ride park on, this is a good bike for you. If you're a beginner level rider, I'd say don't get this. Get something well-rounded that you can feel out everything. Because I talk about this a lot, that the more well-rounded riders are the best riders. So it's nothing wrong with being park specific, but when you're just starting out, you don't know what you actually like more. So you need to spend that time on a well-rounded bike, figuring out which one feels right for you. All right, so that is the 2021 WeThePeople Versus bike. It is a very good bike, and I hoped you enjoyed this review. If you did, smash that like button. I'm trying to get at least 3 likes. And leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to review next so I can work on that and shout you out in the video if I do it. And yeah, come hang out in the live this Friday. We will see you guys later. Have a great day.